So today I'm gonna interview someone about their job. So here I'm with him. So can you tell us your name and your profession for us?
Sure. My name is Ahmad Kunalula Dinatapaja, but you can call me Ahmad. My profession is graphic designer.
That's so interesting. What kind of design do you create for?
Usually I create some design for social media content and many more.
Do you work for a company or are you a freelancer?
No, I'm not freelancer. I'm an employee. I'm working in software company.
Alright. What software do you usually use for your design?
Usually I use Adobe for my daily work.
How long you been working as a graphic designer?
I have worked for 3 years in that company. Yes.
And what kind of project do you usually work on?
Usually I work some design for from social media content and design UI UX for software in that company.
What do you enjoy the most about being graphic designer?
Yeah, I enjoy my work. So you can express your imagination in this job.
Can you share some of your past design projects?
Oh, you can find it at Syscom software on Instagram and syscom.co.id on the website.
And what did you choose to become graphic designer?
This was my dream since I was little.
And that's it?
That's it.
What inspired you to pursue a career in a graphic design?
Inspired me?
Yeah.
I was inspired by TV show. They called Blueskus.
Blueskus. Can you describe what the Blueskus?
Blueskus is some TV show. You can imagine some picture with Eddie Cruz in that song.
That sounds great. What did you decide to work in graphic design industry?
Because that's my passion. I work with my passion.
What do you find the most actually about being graphic designer?
What makes it interesting in this job? You can express your imagination that you can convey in visual form.
So that's it. So being graphic designer is you can express yourself with the you use for job and you can menghibur entertain many people about your job.
Yeah.
That's it. So guys, bye.
Good afternoon, Miss Ananda. Before we start, could you introduce yourself a bit?
Sure, my name is Ananda and I'm teacher at An-Nahl Islamic School. I've been teaching here for a few years now.
Okay, next question. How do you make complex topics easier to understand?
I try to break things down into a simple concept and use relatable examples. Visual aids and interactive activities also help a lot.
How do you build a good relationship with your students?
I make an effort to understand their interests and struggles and create a safe space where they feel heard and respected.
Okay. What do you usually do when a student is struggling?
I offer one-on-one guidance, provide additional research, and encourage them to ask questions without fear of judgment.
Okay. How important is student feedbacks in your teaching process?
Very important. It helped me understand their learning experience and adjust my methods to be more effective.
Do you prefer assignments, project, or exams to assess student understanding? Why?
I prefer projects because they allow students to be creative and apply their knowledge in a real life situation.
Okay. How do you balance research with your teaching duties?
I set clear schedules for both and try to integrate my research into classroom discussion to keep things relevant.
Okay. How do you handle disagreements with colleges or administration?
I approach discussions with an open mind and on finding common ground to improve the learning environment.
Okay. Next, what's the most rewarding part of being a teacher?
Seeing my students grow and succeed, not just academically but also individuals.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who wants to become a teacher?
Stay patient, keep learning, and genuinely care about your student. Patience makes all the difference.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Why did you choose to become a vocational teacher?
Okay, honestly, I've always been passionate about hands-on learning. Teaching at a vocational schools allow me to directly guide students in developing skills that they actually need it in the industry. I think it feels more impactful for them.
What teaching method do you find most effective for skill-based learning?
Project-based learning, I think that is the best that works for me, because it helps students apply the theory that they have learned into their real life situation, and I think that will boost their critical thinking skills.
How do you simplify technical concepts for students who struggle to understand?
Good questions. I think I usually break things into smaller steps and give practical examples that are really easy to relate to. Sometimes I also let them practice while I guide them step by step.
How do you build trust and good communication with your students?
Okay. I try to be approachable and understand their learning styles. I also make sure to listen about their opinions, about their struggle, without being judgmental.
What do you usually do when a student lacks motivation?
What I usually do is I find out what their interests are and try to connect the learning material with that. And then giving all the small achievement also helps to slowly build their confidence.
Do you prefer students who strictly follow instruction or those who explore their creativity? Why?
Okay, I prefer those who explore their creativity. In the vocational world, creativity and innovation are the keys. I believe students should have freedom to experience and make mistakes to truly understand the process.
How do you plan practical projects that are relevant to industry needs?
Okay, I usually do research on current industry trends and collaborate with professionals in the field. That way, the skills we teach are up to date and match what companies are looking for.
How often do you update your teaching materials to match current technology and trends?
I think at least once a year, but when there is a major update in technology or industry standards, I adjust my materials as soon as possible to keep my students on the track.